What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. We are back. Another week of Saints and Sinners, a new week of Saints and Sinners. Lord have mercy. Listen, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. This show right here, I feel like it does not get the recognition it deserves. Cause when I tell you that this is some good ass drama every week, this is some good ass drama every week. It's like jaw dropping. It's like every week you watch. You know how you watch certain shows and they have like a filler episode where not much is going on. You know, it ain't no big deal or whatever. Every episode of Saints and Sinners, some shit goes down. Every episode, it's some like shut your mouth drama. Every episode that keeps you. It's like must see TV. Like that's how good this shit is. That's why every week I shout out Courtney Miller, Nigel Campbell, just the whole staff, the whole crew, JD Williams, Christian Keys, the wonderful Vanessa Bell Calloway, Jasmine Burke, Clifton Powell, all these amazing people that do this show because you know what? We gotta celebrate us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to. Because if nobody else will, we need to. That's why I do it. Because you know what? This is some amazing shit every week. And I just be tuned in every week. Can't wait to watch it. I don't miss an episode. Um, but yeah, Saints and Sinners, season 5, episode 6. To the victor goes the spoils. Oh my goodness. And I love this because you know what? Every season we get some type of event. I think last season we got the casino and all that craziness, and then this season we got the Upsurge Gala. Everybody's dressed to the nines. You know, I live for these episodes because everybody gonna be in their Sunday's best. Everybody was looking good. Everybody was looking clean. You know how we do when we show up to an event. We got to show out. We got to show up and show out, and that's what everybody did. Everybody looked clean. Made me want to go put on the tux. That you got to because everybody looked good. Um, and you already know this episode was so shady. Levi was the shady of them all. Just king of petty all night, and I was here for it. Um, so yeah, the Upsurge Gala, Victor and Rex. My goodness. Every episode, Victor and Rex, their banter, back and forth banter, I live for it. Because you already know how Victor is. He gonna call this man every gutter name he could think of. Because when Rex walked up on him and was like, "Oh, I want to see, the projections, all the profit stuff and all that stuff for the company." Victor was like, "Well, shit, you can go look at it. You're a shareholder now. You're a board member. You got access to it." He said, "If you can read it." The shade. Um, and he basically called Rex a cockroach. He was like, like the cockroach that you are. And then he had the nerve, the audacity to take Rex's cigar out of his mouth and put it on the floor and step on it. Because he was like, just like cockroaches, I smash them. He said, that's what I do to cockroaches. And Rex was like, oh, like I smashed both your daughters? I said, oh, shit. The clapbacks. Listen, the clapbacks be epic between these two. Um, I love it. Everybody was vying for power. You know, Ella and Felicia basically try to secure votes from the board members and stuff, making sure that they got them on their side and whatnot, so they can vote in their favor as the new CEO. They was working hard to do it. Victor was so fucked up. Victor was so fucked up. I'm gonna get on him in a minute. But I do need to get on Jabari. Y'all know I love me some Jabari and all that. That's like one of my favorite characters on this show. But why this man got to be so naive? Like he is just. I'm like Jabari, wake up and smell the Folgers. Like, what are you doing, sir? This is why I'm glad Paige is back because Paige has always been the smarter of the two. Paige is not stupid by a long shot, and she don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? That's a good quality to have. Like it's not that she don't trust them. It's just she sees the bullshit. Like she has a sixth sense about some things and she doesn't trust everything. You know what I'm saying? Jabari likes to, especially the people that's closest to him, he trusts them immensely. He has this blind loyalty towards people, and it's like even Rex, and I don't even think Jabari know that Rex had his father, that Rex killed his father. I don't even think Jabari knows that. But Kendrick know it. I wonder if that's gonna come to play soon. If that's gonna come out in the open soon. Now that's gonna be good. Um, but he was just so naive tonight. Even when it came to Levi, like Levi was throwing all type of innuendos and stuff. He knew. I had a feeling he knew Paige shot him because even Paige was worried about that. But Jabari, little fool self, he don't know. He don't know that you shot him. Jabari, shut up. Yes, he do. Because the way he was looking at Paige, the way he was acting, he knew. Hell, he been knew even before he knew Paige was still alive. He knew. But just like any smart person, you don't let nobody know what you know. You know what I'm saying? You just sit back and wait for your moment. And that's what the hell Levi was doing. Oh, Levi was playing chess with everybody ass today. Oh, he been playing chess. Everybody sitting around here playing checkers and everything else with each other. But Levi was moving that ass around. He was moving everybody around like pieces on the chessboard. I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Levi. That's how you do it. That's how you do. That's how you handle your business. That's how you handle your shit. You don't gotta speak. Sit your ass back and watch how everybody else move. And then when you see how they move, then you start moving their asses. You know what I'm saying? You start moving them around. That was smart on his part because even the innuendo that he dropped when he had his hand up and he was looking at Paige and he said shot. And she was looking at him, and Jabari was looking at him like, "What you mean shot?" And he was like, "Shots. When I come back, we're gonna have shots." I said, Levi, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Play with they ass. That's how you do. You dangle. You play with them. Like a little cat. You just play with that ass. You dangle the mouse in front of the cat. That's what you do. Make them dance. And that's what he was doing all night with everybody. He was playing that shit. And he played it to the T. Um, Angela crazy ass. Oh my lord, Angela. She tried to come over and she tried to mess up Jabari and Paige or whatever, talking about something. Oh, Jabari, you didn't tell Paige how somebody tried to come up, creep up on me in the parking lot and you helped me, you saved me and yada yada yada. I said, girl, go sit down. Angela, go sit. Go sit somewhere. Cause that ain't working. She tried to get under Paige's skin, talking about something. Oh, I'm like his work wife or whatever at the job and stuff. Paige was like, okay, get your ass out of here. She said, well, he's spending time with his real wife, so move it along. Like, get your ass going. I'm like, Angela, you really underestimate Paige. Like, you really think Paige won't show out in public. Like, you might want to get on somewhere for she knock you down. Like, go on now, because you're treading on thin ice right now. You go sit down. And she got real tight when she saw them on the dance floor dancing. And of course, Levi came over. And he was like, I don't know why you keep torturing yourself. He was like, you just keep torturing yourself, sitting here getting all drunk and shit, watching them have fun on the dance floor, and you want to sit here and gawk and watch and all that. Man, if you don't get on somewhere. And he was pissed at her because he felt like she wasn't doing what he was blackmailing her to do. And she was like, well, shit, how am I supposed to help you at Upsurge when I'm not a part of Upsurge? And I understood where she was coming from because she has nothing to do with Upsurge. She's not a member of the board. She's not an employee there. How is she supposed to know what's going on? But he was mad because he didn't know that Ella was trying to be CEO of the company. Angela did know that though, because remember that tip off that Rex gave them about CEO. She knew that Ella was trying to be CEO and stuff like that, so she actually could have tipped Levi off about it, but didn't. So Levi basically was like, I could like basically blow your life up and tell Jabari that you knew that Paige was alive this whole time. So she was sitting there talking about, oh, I'm not afraid of you. And Levi was like, okay, you talking big because you drunk right now. He was like, that's the only reason you acting all big. And that is true. It was that liquor talking because she was having that liquid courage. Because before, when she was nice and sober, she was doing whatever the hell Levi told her to do. But now she trying to act all big and bold now that she got a little liquor in her system. But it's not even just the liquor though, because you got to remember, she not worried about Jabari finding out at this point, because remember, she got leverage on Jabari. She knows that he's the one who killed his mother. She got the proof. So at this moment, she got an ace in the hole. So she not worried about him doing something to her, because she know how to maneuver his ass right about now. She got the ace, and he don't even know that she got it. So of course Levi went over there and he told Jabari and Paige about it or whatever. And of course, here go Jabari being naive as usual. Angela wouldn't do that. Angela wouldn't lie to me. Jabari, really? You have known this woman how long? You know she's shady. Like you, I don't get Jabari. Like you know this girl is shady as shit, and you still sit here defending her. Even Paige was looking at him like, "Are you serious?" Of course she would lie to your ass. Like that's what this trick does. She does tricks and stunts to get what she want. That's what she does. I don't know why he don't see it. Um, like was the punani that good? Like you just traumatized at this point? Like was it that good? Damn. So Levi took out his phone and showed them the pictures of her with Dr. Ross. He was like, you know, you could swipe. It's more. And Paige and them was mad as shit. They went over there and confronted her ass, and here she go trying to backpedal. Oh well, Malik was blackmailing me. He was forcing me. He was threatening me to do it. And I'm like, girl, that man was not threatening you to do shit. You wanted to keep quiet about it because it served your purpose. Because with her out of the way, you had a clean, straight path, a clear, straight path to Jabari. That's why you didn't say nothing. Anybody threatened you. You didn't say nothing because it gave you what you wanted for a while. Um, and she know how Paige and Jabari is. Like she know how they are, especially Paige. Paige was ready to whoop her ass right then and there. So she know they're gonna come for her at some point. You know what I mean? But gotta remember, she still got that ace up her sleeve. Um. So anyway, Christy show up to the party. Mind you, this episode would have been great. I mean, don't get me wrong. This was a dope ass episode. This episode was bananas. But you know what was missing? Leona. That's who was missing. Oh my God, could you imagine Leona at this party? Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. But Christy showed up looking good or whatever. She was kind of irking my soul a little bit because she kept trying to defend her mother to Levi, and Levi was not here for it. He was like, "Look, you ain't about to keep defending your mama to me." He was like, "I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about Ella." He was like, "That trick need to be in prison. Period." Like she kept trying to get him to vote for Ella as CEO because Ella at the time she had pretty much majority of the votes, but Felicia was working the room, and plus she had Rex helping her. And at a time she had Levi. Well, she thought she had Levi. She offered him a cushy position as CFO of the company and basically her right hand man at the company. And Levi was intrigued by that offer. I would be too. But I do agree with Christy on one thing. I feel like I rather deal with the devil I know rather than the devil I don't. So if you had a choice between Felicia and Ella, I probably would have chose Ella because that's a devil I know. You know what I mean? And it was kind of funny how he told um Christy how, oh, Felicia's not a killer though. Boy, if you only knew, that woman is a killer. Hell, she killed her own brother. Hello. So if he only knew that tidbit of information. Um so anyway, Rex was running around flirting, talking to this little chick that was half his age, running around working the room. And Christy came up to him because she was still pissed at him because him and Felicia crashed the baby shower and pretty much, put Stacia business out there on Front Street that she, was carrying Malik's baby. And she felt like, a real father would have did that in private. You know what I mean? Like you would have took Kendrick to the side and told him about it rather than blow up his life so publicly. I do agree that was fucked up. It really was. But you know, Rex don't care. He was like, shit, Kendrick a grown ass man. Because she was still mad at him about Kendrick getting locked up or whatever. And he was like, that's a grown ass man. He knew what coming to work for me was gonna entail. It was gonna be something criminal. He knew it, so he still wanted to do it. I agree with Rex on that. Kendrick's a grown man, he knew. But, still. Um she's adamant about taking down this organ ring. And basically Rex was like, well, you're gonna have to do that shit by yourself because I can't help you. He was like, you need to back off this shit. And she's sitting there trying to tell him, well, if you don't help me, when I take the ring down, I'm taking you down too. Rex wasn't playing. He was like, don't ever threaten me. He said, you know better than that, little girl. He said, don't be threatening me. Um, Because you know Rex is about that life, and we all know Chrissy, you can't handle Rex. So your mama barely can handle Rex, so we know you can't. So you might want to go sit down. Rex is not the one that you want to go toe to toe with. That man got more juice and power than you, so you might want to go sit down. He'll kill you and wouldn't hesitate to do it. He don't care who your mama is at this point. Um, I mean, I respect the fact that she want to take it down though, but you know you might want to dial it back because you in the face of the wrong person. So basically, Rex went into the bathroom and met up with Michael. Was it Michael or Matthew? I think it was Matthew. I think that's his name, Matthew. One of the board members. Basically, Rex was trying to blackmail him with the same information that Victor was gonna blackmail him with. Um, the fact that he be messing around with all these girls and hookers and everything else, and his wife is a top divorce attorney. So basically, if she ever found out about his indiscretions, she could divorce his ass and take everything, basically. So Rex was like, all right, this what you gonna do. He was like, you gonna vote for Felicia to be the CEO, or I'm gonna call your wife. And mind you, he had his phone out. He dialed the chick number. He was like, you better make up your mind right now. He said the shit ringing. You better come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What you gonna do? So dude was like, all right, I'll back you or whatever. So he went and told Victor. Mind you, Ella's sitting there practicing her little, speech or whatever, this little Easter speech. I'm like, Ella, put that speech away because you're not gonna need it. We all know you ain't gonna need it. Um, and the guy basically told Victor, he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to vote for Ella because I'm gonna vote for Felicia. I changed my mind. But I'm like, that's kind of stupid though, because if you vote for Felicia based off the fact that Rex is blackmailing you, I'm like, Victor has the same information on you that Rex got. So if you vote for Felicia, don't you think that information is still going to come out via Victor? I'm just saying, like, it's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. It's like you still in a fucked up situation because one way or another, your information is going to come out. Like if you screw this one over, the information gonna come out. If you screw that one over, the information still can come out. So it's like, what you gonna do? You know? If I was him, I would have just played it safe. I would have just gave a proxy or something, split up my proxy or some shit and gave it half or something. You know what I mean? Like, cause you in this little sticky situation, bro. Um, Victor fucked up. Victor, and he was sitting right there in Felicia's face and had the nerve to give Ella the necklace that belonged to Felicia's mother right in Felicia's face. I said, Victor is stone cold. Like, I done seen some heartless motherfuckers in my life, but Victor, that dude right there, somebody need to put a bullet in his ass. I'm just saying, because that was so fucked up. I could now, watching this episode, I totally understand why Felicia's an alcoholic. I totally see why now. Now we got some backstory into why, she is the way she is. Basically, it's because of Victor. Victor ain't shit. We've all known that since the first episode. Victor ain't shit. Um, Ella was just so naive to sit there and believe him, and then she tried to sit there and go to Levi because Christy was like, fight. Go to, she went to Levi or whatever, and they struck up a deal or whatever, and Levi basically told her, he was like, you could get my vote under one condition. He was like, you step your ass down as mayor, and I give you my vote. So she took the podium. She went up to the podium, and before introducing Victor, she announced that she was stepping down as mayor of Cyprus. Um, so she introduced Victor, and Victor, came up and was like, well, the new CEO of Upsurge is Levi. I said, bitch, what? So once he said that, I was like, oh shit. So, I knew it. So Victor was playing Ella the whole freaking time. And Levi, that's why I said Levi was playing chess with everybody the whole damn time without them even knowing he was playing chess. He was playing it. Levi, Christy was pissed because she thought that they had to understand it. But Levi was like, shit, business is business, bro. I gotta, I love this version of Levi because I feel like after everything that happened in seasons 1 and 2, I think all of that happened, it changed him. You know what I'm saying? Because in the first season, he had to deal with, Pastor Johnson's money issues and him owing Rex money, and then Jabari beating him down. He had to deal with that. Then, he had to deal with the fact that Christy was running around with Miles, and, they were supposed to get married, and then come to find out she wasn't pregnant with his baby. He had to deal with that betrayal. Then he had to deal with, Ella turning his ass into the IRS. Then he had to deal with Paige shooting him. All of that stuff culminated to this moment. Like, it led to this moment. To Levi being who he is now. Petty, vindictive, just shady. This is not the Levi you're seeing right now is not the Levi season 1. Definitely not. You know what I mean? He was all about helping people. He was a good dude. He's still a good dude in my opinion. But, he just got played and suckered so many times over the seasons, over the years, that this is who you're seeing now. You know what I mean? This is what Ella and everybody else has turned him into. And honestly, I can't blame Levi. You know what I'm saying? I know the good book always say turn the other cheek, but he ain't got no more cheeks. He done turned this one, and got slapped in all them cheeks. Probably even got slapped on the cheeks behind him. He ain't got no more cheeks. So it's like at this point, Levi said, fuck that. I got to go for mine. Levi was like, nope, I got to go for mine. I got to do what I got to do. And I'm not mad at Levi. I'm not mad at him. He said, no, I'm going to show y'all motherfuckers how to move in a room full of vultures. He said, I'm going to show you how to do this. And now he's the new CEO. And look at Ella. Lord have mercy. Ella is just a broken woman right now. Ella ain't got shit. Ella done lost her job as mayor. Hell, she ain't even lose it. She resigned. She's no longer mayor. And then on top of that, Victor played her. He was playing that ass from the jump, and everybody knew it. Leona warned her. Leona warned that ass. And Victor done slapped the dog piss out of fucking Felicia. Like, he slapped the shit out of Felicia. Listen, he slapped that woman into a whole nother family. He said, bow. He showed her that his pimp hand is strong. He Ike Turnered that ass. I said, damn, bro, you done slapped the piss out of your own child. They ain't have no remorse about it either. Because he was pissed that she basically challenged his authority. That she tried to backdoor him and try to muscle him into making her CEO. He was pissed about that, and he had to show her. He was like, nah, don't you ever challenge me. That's basically what he was doing to her. He said, nah, don't you ever in your life think that you could challenge me. He slapped the shit out of her. I said, somebody gonna put a cap in his ass one of these days. I think if Felicia get drunk enough, he gonna be her next victim. Cause that right there, a slap like that, shit, Malik done sent her over the edge. And I know that slap done sent her ass over the edge. Cause the way he slapped her, shit, you can hear that all the way up in Africa. Up in Joburg. Lord have mercy. And Ella was so naive. Like, Leona warned Ella that Victor wasn't shit. And this whole time, he basically came to town to get revenge on her. Because he felt like she was to blame for the love of his life dying, which was her biological mother, Joella. He blames her for Joella's death. And I'm like, how the hell do you blame a newborn baby for the death of her mother because of childbirth? That wasn't her fault. She was a newborn. She didn't ask to be in this world. You know what I mean? She did not ask to be in this world, sir. And you sitting here blaming her? Ella really ain't got shit. She ain't got the CEO job. She don't have the mayoral position no more. Basically, and that's how Victor looked at her. He was like, you ain't shit basically in this town no more. He said, your name, everything about you is just erased. He said, you ain't got no job. You ain't CEO. You're not the mayor. He said, basically, you just a fucking disappointment. Like, he just went in on Ella. I was like, damn. But you know what? After watching all 5 years of this show, I could tell you one thing. Ella may be down right now, but she damn sure ain't out. Because if we know Ella, we know Ella is going to rise from the ashes. She's basically like a phoenix. And we all know what they say about phoenixes. They rise from the ashes, and I think she will too. I honestly didn't have no sympathy for Ella when she got played and all that, because at the end of the day, she's sitting there talking about, oh, I turned a corner. I'm trying to be good now. In my opinion, you could save that. Save the drama for your mama, because at the end of the day, Ella she done did too much dirt. I don't feel bad for her. Not at all. But I root for her sometimes because I got a feeling she's gonna rise. she's gonna come back bigger. I got that feeling because she always does. She never stays down. Ella done found herself in so many tight spots and got out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely see her and Rex teaming up. Maybe her, Rex, and Felicia teaming up to take down Victor. Because they all now have a common enemy. So why not? It would be in their best interest. Um, and then we get this backstory on Felicia because back in the day, Victor found a boy in her room. She didn't know how Victor knew that the boy snuck into her room, but he came up in there with a shotgun and basically told the boy, "If I ever see your ass again, I'm gonna shoot your little dingaling off." He didn't say all that, but I'm paraphrasing. But he, she was like basically he threatened to kill the boy. And he dragged her and he was like, shit, I'm gonna make sure that everybody who any dude ever try to touch you again, I'm gonna make sure they know that you Victor daughter, that you my daughter. So he basically branded her with a V on her back neck. Like I was like, wow. And it's crazy to see Rex be up in there comforting her. Like Rex was up in there being all attentive and shit. I'm not used to that because Rex is a thug, so I ain't used to him being all attentive and shit. But he was attentive. Um, this was such a good ass episode. Somebody gonna knock Daddy Victor off one of these days. But this was so damn good, so damn good. This episode was immaculate. You know what I mean? From top to bottom. This whole episode, like I said, shout out to the team. Shout out to Bounce TV. Shout out to the producers, the writers, the crew, the cast. Shout out to all y'all because y'all bring it. Y'all bring it every week. And I know they be having fun shooting this shit. I know they be having fun. I know they do. I would love to be a member of that writing squad. I would love it because I be having ideas too. And I would love to have it. Oh, my Lord. Ooh, the direction that I could do. I love the direction of this show. I wouldn't mess it up. Trust me. I love to add to it though. But this is dope how it is, and this is amazing. But yeah, hit that comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see y'all all later. I hope y'all have a great night. Peace.